The Fast and Furious franchise has built its reputation on speed, spectacle, and the unbreakable bond of family. But behind the cameras of Fast and Furious 11, Fast X Part 2, that family is fracturing, and sources say cast tensions have reached a boiling point. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. After years of carefully managed public unity, shocking reports are emerging of bitter arguments, icy silences, and even public confrontations between key members of the cast. For a series that prides itself on loyalty, the behind-the-scenes reality is anything but harmonious. The first cracks appear. According to insiders, the trouble began months ago during early script readings in London. Disagreements over character arcs quickly turned personal, with one veteran cast member allegedly accusing another of trying to steal scenes. A crew member who witnessed the exchange said, "It started as a debate about the script, but you could tell there was history there. This wasn't just about lines or screen time, it was about egos." The main players in the feud. While the studio has kept names under wraps, multiple sources point to rising tension between Vin Diesel and Jason Momoa, as well as friction involving Tyrese Gibson and another co-star over social media behavior. One source claimed Tyrese was upset that a castmate had been using their Instagram presence to hype themselves up while ignoring the rest of the cast. "It sounds petty," the insider said, "but in a franchise this big, public image is everything." Explosive on-set confrontation. The drama reportedly came to a head during a late-night shoot in Rome. Filming had been delayed after a technical glitch, and tempers were already frayed. Witnesses say Diesel and Momoa exchanged heated words over the direction of a key action sequence. "It got loud," one crew member recalled. Vin felt Jason was taking too many liberties with the scene. Jason said he was just making it better. Neither was backing down, and the crew had to step in to calm things down. Social media adds fuel to the fire. Fans have begun piecing together clues of the rift from cast members' social media activity. Diesel has notably stopped tagging certain co-stars in promotional posts. Meanwhile, Momoa has been posting behind-the-scenes photos that conspicuously exclude some of the main cast. Tyrese Gibson, never one to shy away from public commentary, posted a cryptic message that read, "Family isn't just blood, it's trust. Lose that, and you've lost everything." Fans instantly linked it to the rumored cast drama. Universal in damage control mode. Universal Pictures is reportedly doing everything possible to contain the fallout. Studio PR teams have allegedly issued strict guidelines for interviews, instructing cast members to avoid discussing on-set relationships. Executives are also said to be holding private mediation sessions between feuding actors to prevent further disruption to the production schedule. They know that if this gets out of hand, it could tank the movie's publicity, an insider explained. Fans react and choose sides. As rumors swirl, the Fast and Furious fanbase has started to fracture as well. Social media debates have emerged between those defending Diesel as the franchise's anchor and those supporting Momoa's fresh energy. On Twitter, hashtags like #TeamDom and #TeamDante have been trending side by side. One fan wrote, "Vin Diesel built this house. You don't walk in and start rearranging the furniture." Another fired back, "Momoa is the best thing to happen to this franchise in years. Let him cook." The risk to the franchise. If tensions continue to escalate, industry analysts warn it could impact the on-screen chemistry that Fast and Furious is known for. Previous feuds in the series, notably between Diesel and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, have already forced major production changes in past films. With Fast X Part 2 set to be one of the franchise's most expensive installments, any disruption could have devastating consequences for its box office performance. Will the family survive? For now, cameras are still rolling, but the atmosphere on set is reportedly strained. Cast members who were once inseparable during downtime are now sticking to separate trailers, and group dinners have become rare. As one veteran crew member put it, "We filmed scenes where Dom says, 'Family is everything.' But right now, that family feels broken." Whether the rift can be healed before the movie's release remains to be seen. But one thing is certain, if this feud makes it into the public eye, Fast and Furious 11 might be remembered more for its behind-the-scenes blow-ups than its on-screen action. The Fast and Furious franchise has always been fueled by high-octane action, jaw-dropping stunts, and an unshakable sense of family. But behind the cameras of Fast and Furious 11, Fast X Part 2, the family is in crisis, and it just lost one of its most important members. Hello viewers. Welcome to Stats In. If you're just joining us, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on notifications bell for more videos. In a shocking turn of events, the film's director has reportedly walked off the project in tears after a massive behind-the-scenes confrontation that has left Hollywood buzzing and production hanging in uncertainty. The breaking news. According to multiple insiders, the explosive departure happened late last week during an intense production meeting in Los Angeles. The unnamed director, who had been working on Fast 11 for over a year, allegedly clashed with both the studio executives and leading star Vin Diesel over creative control of the film's final act. One crew member described the scene as a powder keg waiting to explode, saying, "Voices were raised, scripts were slammed onto the table, and the tension was unbearable." The director felt cornered, like no matter what they wanted creatively, the studio and Vin were going to steamroll it. The creative conflict. At the heart of the dispute was the movie's ending. The director reportedly wanted a darker, more emotional finale that would leave audiences in shock, while the studio pushed for a more traditional Fast and Furious conclusion: big stunts, explosions, and a neat wrap-up for the characters. Vin Diesel, acting both as lead actor and producer, sided with the studio's vision, arguing that fans expect the franchise to deliver massive payoffs and heart. Sources say this was the final straw for the director, who had been pushing for a shift in tone to refresh the franchise. The tearful walkout. Multiple eyewitnesses claimed the confrontation escalated to the point where the director, visibly upset, gathered their notes, stood up, and said, "I can't do this anymore." They then left the meeting, with some crew members reportedly following to try and convince them to reconsider. An insider close to the production said, "This wasn't a diva moment, it was genuine frustration. They poured their heart into this movie, only to feel like their vision didn't matter." A troubled history. This is not the first time a director has walked away from a Fast and Furious film. In 2022, Justin Lin famously left Fast X just days into filming after disagreements with Vin Diesel over script and scheduling issues. That shakeup cost Universal Pictures millions and forced a major reshuffling of the production schedule. Industry experts are now warning that history may be repeating itself, and the financial fallout could be even greater this time. Universal in panic mode. Universal Pictures has yet to make an official statement, but sources say executives are scrambling to find a replacement director who can step in without derailing the film's 2026 release date. The search is reportedly focused on filmmakers who already have experience with large-scale action